I know. You always just think.
You always think that they're not dead. That's why you're why they're looking at him. Okay, so now I've got to go into here. Yes, I will move the lever.
Goo.
I've only got 2 minutes left. Shit.
That was it?
No, that's not it.
Oh.
This is where Claire jumps on.
Oh, yeah.
Yep. And now we saw basically half of the movie with the end of the first scenario, but now you'll see the rest of the story.
Made it.
Oh, poor Sherry falls off the little cot. And she gives her the antidote.
Sherry's unconscious.
I'm sorry, antiviral.
The antidote. If I give it to her.
Claire, what's happening?
Not now. Come on, Sherry, wake up. Wake up, please. Wake
Leon has been a bitch this entire time. I feel so bad for him. Like, nobody gives him any kind of respect.
It worked.
Oh, Sherry, you're gonna be okay. Thanks, Claire.
We did it.
It's over.
No. I have to find my brother.
You're right. This is just the beginning.
It's really not the beginning.
Then why did you say it's over?
It's the end. It's the end. Oh, but wait for it. Oh.
Goodbye, Ada.
And then this is all second scenario stuff. What happened?
What was that?
Over it, yeah.
Yep. See, this is what I hate, though, is that I fucking saved all of those goddamn Magnum rounds. There's no way I'm gonna blow through 45.
Warning. Biohazardous outbreak imminent.
Yeah, because there's 8 in the gun, too, or 7 in the gun. I got like 52 or 53.
This train will detonate. Repeat, this train will detonate.
Cool.
God damn it, now I got 2 minutes.
What's wrong?
I don't know. The door won't open.
Oh, God, the tongue.
Yeah,
It's a liquor. It's not a liquor. It is William Birkin.
Wow, he don't look so good.
This one comes the blob.
Oh, just wait.
I know.
He looks a little bit funny. Oh, the 2 eyes! It does look like a sphincter right there, but that is a mouth because of the 2 eyes.
That's hilarious.
Oh, God. It's literally a sphincter.
Cool, the G-Virus does some cool shit too.
Doesn't it? Yeah, it is like a Starlock pit. He's got the teeth and stuff. Okay, so here we go. We'll do this. Okay, so there's that extra one, and now we'll use this.
So this is pretty much just a wail on him until
Yep, until he's dead. Yep.
Does he actually attack?
Oh, he can.
Oh yeah, he'll kill you in 1 hit if he gets to you.
Really?
Yeah,
That rocket launcher takes off more than half his health.
it does.
Really?
If I didn't have that extra one, yeah, it would be a very close call. Oh God. Oh, don't touch my shoes. Ugh.
Oh.
Ew. Yeah, I think he's dead now. I'm pretty sure he's dead.
He's still going like it's me.
I'm pretty sure he's dead.
Pull the coupler.
Fuck, I forgot to reload my gun. Shit. Just kidding, that's it.
You're so stupid.
Warning. The self-destruct system has been activated.
It's activated.
Particles detonate sequentially.
Sequentially.
Oh no!
Claire! Stop the train!
I
fucking thing just does not die.
No.
This is not good.
You think?
Leon, where are you?
On top of the train. Oh, God.
Wonderful.
Sherry? What are you doing?
We have to stop the train, right? I can do it.
But, my God.
Oh, they're just gonna get
Which one's the right switch?
up. There's a lot of them.
Maybe this one?
Sherry!
Leon! Ah!
Oh, God, Claire, be careful.
Push the switch over there!
Got it!
When it says emergency.
Oh, girl.
Oh, God, Claire, please be careful.
Oh,
Finally, the exit.
Are you alright?
yeah, but there's still a Birkin on there.
And there's still a bomb.
Claire!
Right here.
Where?
I guess we all made it.
Yeah, we did all make it.
They just won't quit. Come on, we have to get out of here.
Go, go, go. And then here's your opening scene with the eye.
Barks.
That's why.
Wow.
So, it's finally over. Sherry, you look terrible.
Run before those nukes hit
No
the city.
worse than you, Claire.
Yeah.
Come on, time to leave.
Now? What's wrong? Is something following us?
We have to go. We don't have any time to waste.
Go? Where?
Hey, it's up to us to take out Umbrella.
I still get fucking goosebumps. I'm getting goosebumps right now. I fucking love it.
Ridiculous.
There. Scenario 2 in the bank. No saving.
That is the worst ending. It's so stupid.
I fucking love this game. Love it.
What are they gonna do with Sherry? Like, Sherry's just gonna come along for the ride, throw on some punk-ass sunglasses,
And that's
fucking give her a gun.
that is a character that she is that they've never went back to. Actually, I don't think they've ever brought back Sherry. Have they? In any of the offshoot ones?
I have no idea.
Revelations 2 or something like that? I don't know.
I've never played those.
Oh,
I
gotcha.
have them, but I've never played them.
Yeah. But I know in the main story, Resident Evil 0 through 6, they've never, and 7 of course, they've never went back to Sherry. Or any of the Birkins for that
Well,
matter.
to be fair, did he and Claire go to stop Umbrella?
So, yeah, because when we started
Yeah.
working directly for the president.
Yeah, but that's
Leon, yeah,
Not
starts
really.
working, and she goes, well, Claire in Code Veronica goes to Europe.
right. But I
Yeah,
thought she was just
there.
looking for Chris.
She was, but that's where Umbrella's headquarters was. It was in
Oh.
Europe, so they were both working together to try to take them out. Take out Umbrella.
But then Leon just happened to go to, what was it, Brazil or whatever, to go
Yeah,
rescue the president's
yeah.
daughter. So really, they kind of gave up on that quest pretty
They
quick.
sort of did, yeah.
It was like,
well, Leon did.
oh, that sounds good in theory, but I'll contact you with the details.
I think I'm gonna pass on
Well,
that.
I would say at that point, too, the BSAA is fighting Umbrella and all the remnants. So Chris is...
The BSAA is fighting
They
Umbrella?
fight the anti-bioweapon.
Oh, see, I always thought that BSAA was kind of like an offshoot of, like, it was the new Umbrella.
No, well,
Or
sort
maybe it's the new
of.
Stars?
I mean, because, like, I'm saying, like, I don't know if you can really count 7, because it's kind of like a soft reboot. So...
Yeah.
But I
Oh my
mean,
God,
like,
this
it's...
song.
Dude, it's badass.
It's 90s as fuck.
It is, and it's great.
If the song's not in the remake, I'm gonna be mad.
Fucking love it. It needs to be. They need to do an updated version of it.
Here we go, here we go. Here we
All
go.
right, how long did it take, and what was my rank?
0.
Leon.
There he is with the fucking Magnum.
Jesus Christ, that gun's enormous. S.
A, Leon B, 2.5 hours again.
about the same
it's
as
about the
Minute
same, yeah.
and 35 seconds longer.
You seriously, like, you pretty much nailed it. You said this takes you about 2.5 hours per scenario.
Yeah.
Yeah, at least you're consistent.
Yeah, that's true.
You son of a bitch with your no save having ass.
Did it. That was the first time I double no save, too.
Wow.
Yes, I got a Gatling gun. Look at that.
You will receive less points by using a special weapon.
Because if you use a special weapon, your rank already drops down to a B.
Who cares?
So, yeah.
And they give you a machine gun?
Yeah, I got a machine gun with unlimited ammo, and then the Gatling gun with unlimited ammo.
Why would you ever want to use the machine gun?
I think that one's stronger.
What? The
one with unlimited ammo.
Oh, it might be, but it's, memory card too. We'll save over this. Yeah.
Sure.
Clear. Scenario A.
Scenario A. First.
So it's just like, nope.
Really, Rocco?
You can play another scenario if you make a new save.
Oh, and then they show the hunk.
Yep.
So how do you get tofu?
You'd be hunk.
You, no. To get, oh, come on. No. To, Rocky.
He'll go.
You have to beat scenario A and B a total of 3 times, and you have to have at least gotten the hunk scenario in one of those.
Don't overwrite your clear one.
No, I know.
Wow.
Yeah, and then it'll save it as hunk 00 fourth survivor.
Jeez.
And then this tells you reach to the police station without picking up any items.
Yeah.
Come on.
Yeah, I think it froze.
Come on. Oh, there it is. Reach to the police station without getting any items.
Reach to the police station.
And there's Brad Vickers.
Chicken heart.
Chicken heart, you know what? You deserve to die. You were you left your team. You bitch.
I like how, he's a zombie in this.
And
But then when you meet him in 3, he's not a zombie until
Isn't he
gets
getting his ass
he gets
eaten
he gets killed by the
Nemesis?
Nemesis.
Nemesis
Yeah.
grabs him and tendrils through the head.
Tendrils
Right.
through his head, yeah. So
That's crazy. Well, fuck, man. Nice job. Resident Evil 2.
So Resident Evil 2.
So what? 5 hours.
5 hours for the entire game, yeah.
That was like 5 hours 15 minutes because the first one you said was 2 hours 45 roughly.
Well, this one was 2 hours 46 minutes, so I mean it's like total.
We got a little
gameplay,
bit
though.
of fast forward in that one spot.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So yeah, it was about 5 hours.
Yeah.
Not bad, man. So I suppose we could do review. I mean, we might as well. What do you give the game for difficulty?
See, I don't know if I could even be objective because I know this game inside and out, but huh?
Yeah, really.
You
It
don't.
sure didn't seem like you did.
There were times you stumbled.
I did kind of screw up in the beginning of the second scenario.
And leaving the key behind.
Oh,
and
shut up. Shut up. Honestly, for difficulty, there are parts where I did constantly worry about, but as far as difficulty goes, I mean, I would give the game a 5. I'd say middle of the road. I mean, I don't think that there's anything inherently difficult about it. I mean, as long as you're saving at normal intervals, you really don't have anything to lose. Death kind of becomes inconsequential because if you die, you just start right back where you were at. It really just comes down to item management and just making sure that you have enough firepower to get through everything that comes your way.
Mm-hmm.
So,
and it looks like many things die and stay dead.
yeah.
So.
Mm-hmm. And the bosses, none of the bosses were overly difficult, although there were some bosses like that when you're on the tram and you're facing off against William Birkin, like, he can take your life down pretty frickin' fast.
That's the only thing I've always find kind of hard to play about these old ones. It's like that you fight these bosses, like when you were fighting Mr. X, he moves so quickly. You have like no real way to defend yourself.
Mm-hmm. Well, you can. I mean, you can avoid it here and there, but it gets difficult.
That's why, like I was saying, this game would have benefited from like double tapping something to do like a backstep.
Which is when they started getting into it on like Resident Evil 3
With the 180.
With the 180, turning into retreat and stuff like that. So
and that was one thing that was kind of nice, and even Resident Evil 4 when like the QTE would pop up for you to evade an attack that was coming at you, which was clever.
Yeah,
you know.
yeah.
But Alex, well, But I always struggled with that aspect of this game. It was kind of difficult to get used to moving around and trying to avoid stuff while then trying to turn around to hit something.
Yeah.
It was kind of like a stilted fighting.
And a lot of the most difficult spots were literally, I mean, with like zombies, where I came into a room where I was surrounded by zombies, or that liquor room where there was 3 liquors, and because of where they all were, I couldn't just attack them all at one time.
Right.
So it's like a lot of the enemy placement had a lot to do with the difficulty in certain areas.
I agree.
So, but I still don't think that anything was overtly difficult about it, which is why I do say that it's kind of middle of the road. I mean, just because I don't use the first aid sprays because I know it affects your ranking, doesn't mean that somebody else can't pick up the first aid sprays and use them.
Yeah,
I had an abundance of mixed herbs that I had and didn't use throughout the game. So I mean, there's no shortage of the herbs. There's no shortage of the first aid sprays. So you have everything that you need. It's just a matter of knowing what it is and then just
kind of just
make it through it. Yeah.
What do you think?
Yeah, I give it about that. It's. Yeah, I'd say it really just comes down to how well you can know things and
You dummy dog.
and not running blindly into stuff like that.
Yeah.
That's part of the big problem.
Yeah,
It's the people when you're just running, trying to get through stuff is when you tend to make the most mistakes.
Mm-hmm.
So if you actually just take your time, other than like the time sections,
Yeah.
it really doesn't matter.
Yeah. Yeah, I'll agree with that. So, what do you give it for fun? Me personally, I'm not a huge Resident Evil fan. I like watching them and I like the stuff behind it, but I personally was never huge into playing them. So like my score really wouldn't. I don't really think I can give one. Like I liked it as a kid, but like as an adult, I kind of fell away from the Resident Evil series. So
See, I played Resident Evil 1, fell in love with it, and then when Resident Evil 2 came out, I was over the moon for it.
Yeah.
And honestly, what I would give this game for fun, I probably wouldn't give it a 10, but I would probably give it a 9.
yeah,
Just because of the fact that I think this game is fantastic. It takes everything that was great about the first one, removes a lot of the stuff that was bad about the first one, and just improves in every way possible for this one. The music is fantastic. The story that they tell and how there are the converging paths that you take with both Leon and Claire. I love that function, how it does that. The enemies that you fight, like the different kinds of zombies, the lickers, Mr. X in the later stuff, the boss characters, the William Birkins and stuff, the different versions of that. There's so much variety in this game, and even though you have the same game played over 2 discs, it doesn't ever feel really like the same game.
no, it really doesn't. Considering you had different areas you were going.
Exactly. There's different areas that you're looking at, that you're exploring, that you're opening up on that second playthrough that you do in the first that you don't in the second, and vice versa. Honestly, the only thing that I would ever fault this game for, which is one of the things that people have kind of cultishly fallen in love with, is the tank controls and how the controls themselves can still be a little bit clunky. It's hard to evade enemies. It's hard to sometimes move around. But honestly, I don't think that it's that big of a deal, but it's enough that that's what keeps this game from being perfect. It's just the clunkiness, the awkwardness of having to get used to those tank controls. But everything else, it's definitely deserving of a 9. In my opinion, does not get less than that. This game, in my opinion, is near perfect.
Yeah. Yeah. It's good. Like I said, I can't really give it one because I never really got too far into it personally.
Man, fuck you!
But I may have beaten one of the scenarios, but I never played both. Like, because I always figured why?
Why?
I would just pick a character.
You're just playing the same game over with a different character. Yeah. Mm-hmm. But it honestly it makes sense to play through. Mm-hmm. To play through.
Yeah, it does to get the full story.
To get the full story to me. And you kind of see what's going on from the other character's perspective as well, too. Well,
yeah, absolutely.
When you do the second one.
What about you?
I'd give it a 7 or 8.
Yeah.
Like, for the time, yeah, it was great. I think going back to it, it does show its age a bit. So I think that's where I could kind of go a little bit lower towards the 7.
Mm-hmm.
But like Paul was saying, like the tank controls and stuff really, like I understand they're using it as a form of kind of like building tension with the camera angles and stuff like that. But some of those camera angles really fuck you over.
Yeah.
That was a big thing in Resident Evil 1. Yeah, there was angles where they just fuck you over.
There are certain angles where like you're you know there's an enemy around the corner, but you're unsure of where it is, and walking around a corner, because sometimes they don't just come to you, like walking around a corner can basically like screw you up.
I mean, death.
It baits you into danger, basically.
Yeah.
Some of the unfairness too of like when you entered that room where you got like the vaccine and stuff, and those two Ivy guys were just there, and it just started spitting acid at you.
Oh yeah.
Like that almost, it just feels kind of cheap.
Mm-hmm.
You know,
Yeah,
I
in a
understand.
sense.
It's so like at some of those points where it's like, well, how would you know?
Mm-hmm.
You know, and I always have a hard time with games like that kind of just cheaply hit you with stuff. So it's like I have a hard time with that kind of crap.
See, I'm 50-50 with it because it feels unfair that you're walking into something, but at the same time, they did that purposely, knowing that just off screen you can hear something, you don't know where it is, and it could just be something that adds to that whole survival horror, the whole horror aspect of it that I think is really cool. Mm-hmm. Yeah, there's points where it seems like it's unfair, but I understand where they're coming from and why they're doing it, and so to me, I can deal with it.
Yeah.
Just because it adds to the whole fear factor.
Well, it's one of those things too. Once you know it, like you're not gonna make the same mistake twice. You
Exactly.
know what I mean? So yeah, it's kind of trial and error, I guess.
Oh, very much so.
Well, shit. Nicely done.
Well, thank you.
I suppose we could talk about price, huh?
Shit.
Let's say I'll take a quick glance here.
No, I'm on it right now.
But what did you pay for Resident Evil 2, if you remember?
So I paid, I think I paid, because this is one that I actually got, like, after the fact. So I used to play it at a friend's house, and then I got my own copy, and I think I paid $12.99 for it. So, let me see here.
I'll say, I think this is one I grew up with, because I remember having it as you know, a kid when this was out.
Mm-hmm.
So probably the normal whatever a PS1 game would have gone for at the time.
$39.99.
Yeah.
Maybe even $49.99.
$50.
Yeah, because it was a double disc. So this game, as according to price charting today, the loose price, which obviously a lot of PlayStation games shouldn't be loose, $17.25. Complete. So with the disc and the cases, or the discs, $32.48.
Would you say that's worth it?
I honestly would.
I would say with the content you get and how much you get, I'd say complete $32 is probably worth it.
Oh, hands down. You get Leon's scenario, you get Claire's scenario, so you get two distinct games in one game, but then you can unlock unlimited ammo items.
Mm-hmm,
you can unlock the fourth survivor game. You can unlock the tofu scenario too, which is insanely hard. There's so much content to this game, and honestly, I hate to compare this to the remake, but obviously you have to. With the remake and the success of the remake, I mean, this is where that remake came from.
Yeah.
Is that everybody loved this game to the point to where they wanted to see it in current times. They wanted to give it a facelift. They wanted to kind of improve it with the times so that it wasn't a consequence of its age. And this game is absolutely phenomenal to me.
I think they made a cry for it too, based on how well Resident Evil 1 did when they remade it.
Yeah.
I mean, Resident Evil 1 was, you know, a lot of people consider that one of the better remakes of any game.
Yeah, but Resident Evil 1 remake came out in 2002.
Yeah.
It took them 17 years to come out with the Resident Evil 2 remake.
Yeah.
So why they waited so long, I don't know. But
I have no idea.
Well, that's Capcom. Look how long it took them to do any Mega Man stuff.
yeah, that's true.
Yeah.
So, although there's one other question. what would you recommend as preferred system to play it on?
Honestly, the PlayStation 1, just because that's the most time that I've ever played it on.
I know you
just
have
because I'm so more familiar with the PlayStation controller and just the layout of it. But as far as the ports go, my favorite port that they have done is on the GameCube. I think the GameCube version it's got everything. It's got like quicker loading times and everything. It just plays so much smoother, so much better than the PlayStation version.
Yeah.
So,
So I know you have it on the N64.
I do. Yeah.
Which is, there's no load time there.
No, there's not. And it's amazing how much they crammed into that one. I mean, they put the entire game, all FMVs. They put all of the hidden content on there too, and there is room for 15 save slots.
Damn.
Like there's a built-in memory card into it.
Yeah.
So I mean, it's just insane how much they actually put into that game.
Yeah, that's nuts.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's a good question. Well, there you guys go. Resident Evil 2. So hopefully you guys are out there enjoying the remake. If not, give this a shot if you're thinking of doing the remake.
Yeah.
Or what the fuck ever.
Let us know what you think. What's your favorite version of Resident Evil 2? What's your favorite platform that it came on? Or do you think that Resident Evil 2 the original has held up over all these years? Because personally, I think it actually has. Kevin, not so much.
I would say graphically speaking, it's actually held up pretty well.
I think it has. It's aged pretty gracefully. It's no GoldenEye 007.
No, there are a lot of...
It's still a product of its time. So
Yeah.
Oh, sure.
certain aspects, yes, don't hold up compared to modern game development.
Right.
But
As far as like a PS1 era title, I would say it actually is.
it
It's
doesn't do
still
bad.
pretty good.
I think it's still one of the best on the system.
Yeah.
Actually.
So let us know if you like
Yep.
any other Resident Evils. Like, what's your favorite in the series?
And it can't be 6.
And it can't be Gaiden. It could be. If Resident Evil Gaiden is your favorite game,
Let us know why.
let us know why,
That's terrible.
and then come and play it with us.
Yeah. Because I would love to see that game in its entirety.
Yeah. So hit us up on Facebook.
Hit us up on Twitter.
Go, if you would, to powertripgaming.tv. It'll take you right here.
Yeah, you can watch all of our other content. You can watch our playthroughs of Nintendo games. You can watch our side quest material. You can watch our outings to search for more video games.
Yes. And you can also find us on iTunes and Stitcher if you search for the Power Trip Gaming Powercast.
Yes, so that you can listen with power.
Listen with so much power.
Yes.
It's ridiculous.
It is.
It's almost illegal.
Almost.
Almost. Like jaywalking illegal.
Oh, God.
Fuck!
Oh, God. No, not the jaywalking.
Shit! Next time on Power Trip!
We'll play something better. That's a goddamn line. You know it. It's a lie. Because it doesn't get better.
I'm still hung up on the Magnum parts.
How have I played this game that many times and I have never, ever seen that before?
You've noticed two separate things. This is why we play games together. Because I catch things you don't see, you catch things I don't see.
Shit.
You got Jessica and Hager and the Magnum. Straight
Elevator.
up Magnum, dude. Huh?
Elevator.
Elevator.
Oh,
Hot
God.
business.